Today I'm going to go over my opinion on the Kioti KB2475L Backhoe. I have this thing attached to my little Kioti CK3510 hydrostatic drive tractor, and I've been using this thing pretty hard for about 2 years. Let's see, it's been reliable. It's never not worked. Issues I've had so far, the seat, after sitting out in the sun here, the seat's starting to get crappy, which doesn't seem like a big issue, but for as much as they charge you for these things, that kind of sucks. I've had where these bumpers are here. Oh, look at that. That's loose. I didn't even know that was loose. I'll have to tighten that up. I will have to tighten that up. But, yeah, those bumpers are getting kind of wore in, and that's probably my fault, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't be whacking it against the bumper so often. I got a 16-inch bucket here. The only issue I ever have with this is with my clay soil. Sometimes the mud or the clay packs into this bucket, and I got to physically remove it with like a shovel or a big screwdriver, just kind of pry it loose. Other issues I've had, grease zerks. The grease zerks on these things, I don't know, just at random I've had some where they must rattle out or something, because all of a sudden I'll go to grease it when I'm done or before I'm going to use it the next time, and there ain't no zerk in there. So them are the couple issues I've had. Otherwise, this thing's been working pretty good. I did have a bracket. I got it over in the other building. I forgot the nuts to put it back on, but it just looks like an exhaust clamp, and it held the hoses. Actually, I think it went right in here, and it held the hoses here together, and that came off. The nuts must have just vibrated off. That'd be about the only issues I've had. This thing, is it worth buying? Well, let's see what I use mine for. I mean, I use this thing for digging a ditch. Is there other equipment that would work better? I mean, would a track hoe work better? Hell yeah, it would. But this thing kind of serves a multi-purpose for me. We use it digging a ditch, and then I was hoping to be able to dig the foundation for when we build the house. I was hoping to, depending on, we haven't got everything finalized on what we're going to do yet, but I was hoping, I thought it might be useful for that. Getting all tongue-tied on that. What else have we used it for? Stumps. We dig around some of the medium-sized stumps, and then it helps us pull them out easier. It works good for that. Is it worth the price? Gosh, I don't know. It's super handy to have, you know, because if I have a stump or something that I need out, all I got to do is throw it on, and whoop, I can dig the stump out. Or like digging a ditch, I can throw it on and I can start digging on the ditch. But would I be able to get the ditch done faster with a track hoe? Yeah, definitely. I'd never really used a backhoe for digging before, and I was kind of naive when I went and bought this thing. But I feel it meets all the purposes I'm going to use it for. It maybe doesn't stand up to the flying colors that the salesman sold us on, but does anything ever? Basically, would I buy it again? Yes, I would buy it again, but there's a catch. If we finished our property here where we got the ditches dug and we get our house built, if I were to trade this tractor in, I would not buy it again in the future. So when I bought this, if I went back in time, yeah, I would buy it again back then. But if all my projects here were done, no, I would not buy this again. I think I'd be better off just renting something when I needed to use a tool like this. But power wise, the thing's great. Like I said, I only got the 16-inch bucket, but it cuts right through the clay, does everything I ask it to. But enough of me jabbering on. I'll drive over to the ditch and I'll show you this thing in action.